So let's begin on our knees in our child's pose. And if you don't want to be in a full child's pose, maybe you bring a bolster or a block or a pillow on the calves and you can kind of sit back and ease your way in a child's pose. We're balancing this vata today, so we're going to give ourselves a little warmth. Give ourselves a little bit of slowness, less mobility, steady and mindful. Maybe even here, as we sit in our child's pose and connect to our practice, we can bring the mantra so hum. As you breathe in and out, just saying to yourself, inhale so, and exhaling hum. Inhaling so. You can just say it to yourself, giving your mind something to focus on. Inhaling so. Exhale the mantra. Breathing in and out. Now from this child's pose, maybe extending the arms up and out towards the front of the mat. Just offering a stretch, maybe pressing the hands into the ground. As you're ready, maybe walking your hands over towards the right side of the mat and dropping the heart down. Maybe the hands are towards the right knee. Maybe the heart is over the right knee at this point. And dropping into child's pose on the right side. Exhale. And then we'll exhale to walk the hands over towards the left. Breathe in. Maybe exhale a noise this time, like a B sound or a buzzing sound or just a sound. Letting that movement out of the body, that energy out. Another breath in. And then we'll exhale to bring the hands back to the middle onto the mat. Lift your hips up. I had a blanket underneath my, or on top of my calves. So maybe move a blanket out if you had a blanket and come back to the heels. And then up the tabletop as you're ready. And from this tabletop, we're just going to wiggle our hips side to side, not fast. Move it nice, slow and steady. Mindful, moving hips to left, moving hips to right. And then with this kind of sway in the hips, bring those hips to the middle. Let's curl the toes under and then come into our downward facing dog. And in your downward facing dog, we plant the heels, the balls of the feet. We bring the hands out nice and wide. Feel steady and strong in your base. We'll exhale, maybe lower those knees towards the ground. Bring that chest towards the thighs and straighten those legs again. For a nice, steady downward facing dog. Let's be here 3 more breaths. Downward facing dog. And exhale. Breathing in and out. Now breathe in. Let's exhale, lower down the knees to the ground. Bring those hands underneath the shoulders. And if you want, you can bring a blanket under your knees. We're going to be here for a little while. So maybe just add that softness if you want to the knees. Otherwise, just have your tabletop as normal. That is normal for you. Drop the belly and lift the heart into our cow pose. And those sits bones, maybe you feel like they're separating. And then let's exhale, tuck that pelvis. And bring the chin to the chest for our cat. Let's pause on our cat here this morning. Noticing that chin towards the chest. And let's begin this next movement at the sits bones and the low spine. As we turn those sits bones up, drop the belly. And then eventually lift the heart up. And let's gaze towards the floor. Instead of facing upward, let's gaze towards the floor. And as we come into our cat, let's feel the movement begin at the sits bone. So dropping, kind of tucking the pelvis, dropping the sit bone, rounding the belly, curving the spine, upper back curves, the chin towards the chest. And then come back into your cow. Back in the belly, lifting the heart. And then back into your cat. Lifting the pelvis, rounding the spine. And then let's find our neutral spine. No curve, no round, just soft. And with these hands on the floor, extend the right leg back, flex the foot and roll the ankle around a couple times. And then when you're ready, lower that right foot to the ground. And let's just rock forward and back, kind of stretching out the bottoms of the feet, those toes. And roll the foot around, whatever feels good. Just kind of getting a little bit of movement, but then feeling ourselves steady, rock back and forth. And then on your next exhale, bring the knee to the ground, back to table. And then let's sit back in our child's pose once more. Melting those forearms to the ground. Let's breathe in for a 4 count. So breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1. And then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Our next inhale brings us back to table. Bring those hands under the shoulders. And then let's inhale to extend that left leg back. Maybe bend the ankle the ankle or the knee a few times. And then bring that foot back to the ground. And then as you're ready, just rock forward and back. Stretch out the bottom of this foot. If you hear any kind of like popping, if your joints ever pop, I don't know if yours do, mine do. That's that air, that's the space. That's like air and ether. Someone that has a lot more kapha, their bones aren't going to crack, maybe never, if ever at all. Whereas some of us with more vata energy, we're going to have a little more of the crackling. And that's okay, it's not bad. Just go with that flow. And then we'll exhale to bring that left knee back to the ground. Give ourselves a nice sway side to side again with the hip. Exhale. And now inhale, let's step the right foot between hands. Help that left foot down. We'll come into our low lunge, but let's place those hands on top of the thighs. Maybe those fingers interlace on top of those thighs. Our vata energy governs the thighs, among other things. The colon and the thighs is the big ones. We're going to ground those hands onto the thigh. We'll inhale, bring our arms out. And then exhale, bring those hands behind the head. Pinch the shoulder blades together. Let's give ourselves a gentle twist over towards the right. Then maybe we bring that left elbow towards the knee and the hands come in prayer over towards the twist on the left to the right side. Breathe in. And exhale, let's come back to the middle, the hands in front of the heart. Our twisting also helps warm the body. Vata is naturally cold. We're going to come into a little bit of some warmth here. We're going to twist towards the other side, the right elbow, the inside of that right knee. Just a twist. Keeping ourselves grounded with that left leg and the right foot. Now exhale, bring ourselves back to the middle, hands in front of the heart. Nice. Let's frame the foot, bringing the hands to the ground. And flex that right leg back towards the face. Into our half split. Kind of moving with control, a little less kind of bending and flexing. We're going to have a few more static holds, less dynamic movement today. Maybe let out a sigh. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. And then exhale, bend that right knee. And then let's sweep it back to meet the left knee. So we're in tabletop again. Yeah, and then from our table, let's walk our hands forward, drop the heart coming into puppy. Heart towards the ground, moving the forehead on the ground. If you want, you can bring the forearms and the elbows down. Breathing in and out. Exhale. Your next exhale, bring those hands back underneath the shoulders. Table again. Mindfully inhale and bring that left foot between the hands. We'll exhale to rise up into that low lunge. And bringing those hands to the thighs, grounding into our own body. Finding the center. Hands on that thigh, maybe you drop that right hip down. And then we'll find a little bit of stillness. Be breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 4, 3, 1. Another breath in. 4, and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring the hands to the heart. Now on our exhale, we'll twist that right elbow outside that left knee. We press that knee into the elbow, that elbow into the knee. And if it doesn't quite reach, just kind of bring that elbow on top of the thigh. The idea is to twist a little here. Just doing this colon, bringing some warmth to the body, balancing the vata with a little bit of heated practice. And inhale. Exhale. And then one more breath in. And then our exhale takes us to that left elbow on the inside of that left knee. Press the knee and the elbow into each other, twisting towards the right. Now another breath in. And exhale to bring our shoulders up, our hands in front of the heart. Back to the middle. And then let's straighten that front leg, bring hands down, coming into those half splits, flexing the left foot towards the face, and really finding our grounded here, finding the center, finding this earth element, this stability within ourselves. What helps us feel stable here is a hand on blocks, and a hand on the floor, breathing in and out steadily. There's no rush to get to the next move, the next asana. And if you call them moves. Do you do any new moves today, Mom? That's my sister. Just hanging out in this move, in this shape here. Breathe in. The breath go. And an inhale. Now let's exhale to bend that knee. Bring the left foot to the ground. Then we're going to step the right foot forward. So let's come into our forward fold. Maybe you shake the hips side to side. If you have your blocks, you're there at the front of the mat now. Let's bend our knees and rise all the way to stand for mountain, shaking out the legs and bringing those hands in front of the heart space. Breathe in and out. And now one more breath. And we'll exhale to ground the right foot, and we'll step the left foot up towards the back of the mat, and then both feet towards the long edge. And if you want, you can still face the front of the mat. We're just going to come into goddess. Goddess is a really nice grounding shape for vata. So our feet face outward, and we're going to bend those knees and really feel those thighs active. Maybe bring those hands towards the tops of the thighs. If you want, you can bring hands to the hips. And we're just going to find a steady shape. Keep breathing in and out. Bring awareness to the side body. And exhale. Bring awareness to the thighs. Exhale. Draw awareness to the fingers and the feet. Feel your feet grounded on the earth. We'll inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's exhale to straighten the legs. Maybe feeling that heat in the legs. Now let's just pivot the feet towards the front of the mat. And we'll exhale to make our way down the ground again. If you have a cushion or a bolster, maybe grab that. Maybe just a couch cushion or like a big, nice, thick pillow. We're going to come into a restorative butterfly. You can use a bolster or a pillow if you have one. Yeah, that'll work. Maybe just prop it up against your blocks. So really what we want to do is just lay back, and you can do it on the floor too. But we're just going to sit in a reclined butterfly for a while. Maybe get a nice blanket to cover the legs, even the entire body. And if you don't have a comfortable bolster to prop up in those blocks, then yeah, just come on to the floor. It's absolutely fine. If you have blocks, maybe put them underneath your knee. Give some support to those knees. And then bring that blanket over the body. We're going to be here for a while, like 5 minutes. And so sometimes this can be challenging because this stillness gives the mind an opportunity to be active, right? When we're moving, it's easier to still the mind. So here in this reclined butterfly, maybe the mantra so hum. The word mana means mind, and tra means path. So a mantra is a path for the mind. Let's give our mind a path to go down. Inhaling so. Exhaling, maybe saying hum. So, um, um, um. Allow that mantra to be that path for your mind. Just like that river flows down, that path that's been cut out, allow your mind to be with your so hum. Letting the arms and the legs relax. Continuing with your so hum. You might eventually find that that mantra just drifts away and your mind is still. Some days that happens, some days it does not happen for me. So we have our mantra, our so hum. There's no right or wrong. Whether we drift with it or it drifts away, just give your mind this opportunity to have a path. Inhaling so. Exhaling hum. your mind wanders, bring it back to that mantra. So give ourselves a deep breath in this reclined butterfly. And exhale to let it go. And another breath. Exhale. And one more breath in. And let it go. Now from your reclined butterfly, gently roll over to one side. We're going to come to seated. Bring that blanket with you. You have that bolster, that pillow you grab nearby, have that. You're going to come into a seated forward fold. So maybe wrap those legs up with a blanket. You have another blanket handy. You can drape it over your back. And we'll just fold forward so you can bring those hands to the chins. The chin come to the chest. The pillows and that cushion you had, the blocks are really nice. You just stack on top of the leg. And then maybe you bring your head on a block or a pillow or, yeah, exactly. You have this support here. And we'll be here about another 5 minutes. So allow yourself to be comfortable. You can move as much as you need to get comfortable, and you can shift throughout. Maybe you give yourself your so-hum path again. Other times it might be helpful. Sometimes I say to myself, I am aware that I am breathing in. I am aware that I am breathing out. Inhaling, I am aware that I am breathing. I am aware that I am breathing out. Whatever is helpful for that mind to stay steady and to stay present. Just trying to keep the mind here. That mind right here in this moment, not anywhere else. This forward fold naturally pacifies our nervous system. The shape itself is so supportive and magical in helping our body balance. That's why in our restorative yoga, we give ourselves some time to really absorb the shape, kind of morph into and become the shape. little effort as possible. Make your way to Shavasana, moving those props off your lap and just reclining back. Taking that blanket with you, adding the blanket, giving yourself whatever you need for Shavasana. Nice, that eye pillow, feel the shoulders on the ground, those hips, the legs, the feet. Allow the right hand, thumb, fingers of the right hand to relax. Right elbow, the right shoulder, right side body, right hip, right knee, right ankle, right foot, the right big toe, all the toes of the right foot. Flex the left hand thumb, all the fingers of the left hand, left elbow, the left shoulder, the left side body, the left hip, left knee, left ankle, left big toe, all the toes to the left foot, left. Flex the forehead, relax the cheeks and the jaw. Flex the right jawbone, the left jaw joint. Relax the entire head, the entire body, whole body. Slowly bringing awareness to the breath and counting in for 4. And then exhaling out for 4. breath in for 4. And a nice long exhale. Ah. Now slowly rising back to seated. Just a cozy seat, doesn't have to be anything fancy. And let's breathe in. And let the breath go. We'll inhale to close. Exhale. Om. Shanti. 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 Om.